Hi my dear students, welcome to another episode of Chemistry Meet Lovers. Today let us discuss with syn and anti addition. Try to watch complete video. I am sure you can able to do all the questions related with this topic for your NEET examination. Let us come to our class. Syn and anti addition. We know addition reaction. It is generally happening in a multiple bond. For example, in the case of an ethene, CH2 double bond CH2, suppose undergo hydrogenation in presence of palladium or platinum or nickel. This hydrogen, this one of this double bond will break and hydrogen is added over here and we have CH3 single bond CH3. That is addition reaction, simple addition reaction. It is a general case, simple case. According to stereochemistry, the group which is added to the same side of double bond, that is called syn addition, and group which is attached to opposite side of double bond, that is called anti addition. So let us see how it is happening. Look here, we have a symmetrical alkene. It is a but 2E. Is treating with osmium tetroxide. You have to know osmium tetroxide, it is a hydroxylating agent. That is OH is added over here. Hydroxylation. So hydroxylating agent, and you have to remember it is a syn addition. End of the video, I will give some tricks to remember the reagent which is used for syn addition as well as anti addition. Okay. Now let us see this osmium tetroxide, it is undergo syn addition. Syn addition. Syn addition means this OH minus is moved to the same side of this double bond. So let us see this example with the osmium tetroxide. Let us do how it is working. Look here, in this is a cis isomer. CH3 group present in the same side of double bond. So let us draw the CH3 in the same side in a Fischer projection formula. The CH3 represent in the same side as that we are observing in Fischer projection formula. Look here, the CH3 over here, let us draw here, and hydrogen here, and CH3 here as well as hydrogen here. Then look here, these two groups, these two valency. Here we added osmium tetroxide, it is a hydroxylating agent. So what will happen? This OH is attached over here. So what we have? We have a compound like this. Look here, this carbon optically active and this carbon is also optically active, but is it an optically active compound? No, because there is a planar symmetry. So we can call it as a meso compound. It is a meso compound. What the point? Okay. Look here, then this is a cis isomer. This is undergo syn addition. The product is meso. Cis isomer, syn addition, the product is meso. Got it? Okay. Let us see the same example itself, but we are taking a trans isomer. Look here, it is a trans isomer. Treating with osmium tetroxide, again hydroxylation itself, that is a syn addition itself. Now let us see what will be the product. The similar way let us represent in Fischer projection. CH3 in this side, so let represent over here. So here hydrogen, and CH3 in this side represent here, and here hydrogen. What about the remaining valency? Here it is OH and here it is OH. What type of isomer it is? It is a enantiomer or racemic mixture. So it is a racemic mixture. Or enantiomers. It is a enantiomer. So what is our conclusion? Trans addition, trans compound undergoes syn addition, the product is enantiomer. Trans compound undergoes syn addition. The product is enantiomer. Got it? Okay. Let us see another example. A cis isomer, hydrogen peroxide in presence of OH minus, that is hydroxylation in presence of peroxide, undergo anti-addition. That we have to remember. Hydroxylation in presence of peroxide undergo anti-addition. In this case, in the case of anti-addition, the trick that we have to use is our cis isomer convert into a trans isomer. Cis isomer just convert into a trans isomer. So what is the trans isomer of this one? So let us keep this carbon as such, and this is CH3 and this is hydrogen. Now it is a trans isomer. And draw the Fischer projection for this trans isomer. Remember, cis isomer undergo anti-addition. Let us convert this cis isomer into trans isomer before drawing Fischer projection formula. So now we have a trans isomer. This trans isomer, let us draw the Fischer projection formula. So CH3 in this side, hydrogen, and here CH3 over here and hydrogen. So the OH group attached over here. So what is the product? It is a racemic mixture or enantiomer. Enantiomer. So what is our observation? Cis addition, cis isomer with anti-addition, the product is enantiomer. Cis isomer with the anti-addition, the product is enantiomer. So in any symmetrical compound, you just turn that cis isomer to trans isomer and draw that projection formula. Then direct add the substituent and all that. Got it? Look here, we have a trans compound undergo anti-addition. That already we did in cis isomer. Similarly, trans isomer change into cis isomer. Before doing anti-addition, let us turn this trans isomer to cis isomer. What we have? CH3, CH3, H, H. That is the cis isomer of this one. Now draw the Fischer projection. So CH3 in this side and CH3 here, H, H. Then add OH. OH, OH. What isomer it is? It is a meso product. Mesomer. Got it? It is a mesomer. Clear? Okay. So let us conclude that cis isomer undergoes syn addition giving meso compound. Trans isomer undergoes syn addition giving enantiomer. And cis isomer undergo anti-addition gives enantiomer. And trans isomer undergo anti-addition gives meso compound. Got it? There is a trick to remember this. Remember, just remember, meso means either plus or minus. Enantiomer means plus and minus. Plus and minus. Either plus or minus. Let us remember like that. Meso means either plus or minus. Enantiomer means both plus and minus are there. Got it? Look here, let us say cis is plus and syn is also plus and trans is minus, anti is also minus. Let us say cis considered as plus, trans considered as minus. Similarly, syn considered as plus and anti considered as minus. Now look here, this is plus, this is plus. So what is the product? Plus plus plus. That become plus. So plus means it is a mesomer. Look here, this is minus and syn is plus. So what we have? Plus minus. So that is an enantiomer. Cis is plus, anti is minus. So what is the product? Plus minus. So that is a enantiomer. Trans is minus, anti is minus. So what is the product? Minus minus, that is a minus. So minus means it is a mesoform. Got it? It is easy to remember this cis and anti product. Sorry, syn and anti product. In the case of cis and trans isomer. Consider cis as plus, trans as the minus, as well as syn as plus and anti as minus. And meso compound considered either plus or minus. Enantiomer consider both plus and minus. So cis plus syn, that is both are plus. So the product is also plus. So that is a mesoform. Cis plus anti, cis is plus, anti is minus. So the product is enantiomer. Trans plus syn, trans is minus, syn is plus. So plus minus. So enantiomer. Trans is minus, anti is again minus. So the product is minus. Got it? So it is an easy way to remember this in an anti addition. Clear that? Now let us come to unsymmetrical alkene. In the case of unsymmetrical alkene, look here. The similar way that we did in symmetrical alkene, the similar method that we can use. Here let us add osmium tetroxide, that is undergoes in addition. So this is a cis isomer. So let us draw the Fischer projection. So CH3 left side, pH over here, C2H5 here and pH here. We have OH, OH. Got it? Is it a meso compound? Is there any plane of symmetry? If you are keeping a plane over here, this is OH, but there is no plane of symmetry because it is C2H5 and this is CH3. There is no plane of symmetry. That means it is a racemic mixture, that is an enantiomer. It is an enantiomer. What the point? It is an enantiomer. It is not a meso compound, it is an enantiomer. Got it? Let us see the trans isomer. Undergoes in addition. So the product, let us draw the Fischer projection. pH, C2H5. OH, OH. Again, is it a meso compound? No. Again, it is an enantiomer. It is not a meso compound, it is an enantiomer. Now let us see. So both of these are cis and it is a trans isomer. Cis and trans isomer undergo syn addition, that we discussed. Cis and trans isomer undergo syn addition. The both product formed are enantiomers in the case of unsymmetrical alkene. Now let us see anti-addition. This is an trans isomer undergo anti-addition. Here, the product formed is that we did in symmetrical alkene, the same method that we are using. That means, this is a cis isomer, draw the trans isomer of this one. So what we have, CH3, C2H5, pH. This is a trans isomer. And draw the Fischer projection for this trans isomer. What we have, CH3, pH, C2H5, pH. Then add OH here and here. So that is the product. Product is also important. Not only cis or there is meso or racemic mixture, the product is also important. So you have to know how to identify the product. So what we can do? In the case of unsymmetrical alkene, undergo anti-addition. Unsymmetrical or symmetrical alkene undergo anti-addition. But first of all, what we want to do? The cis isomer just convert into trans isomer and draw the Fischer projection. Fischer projection means the side, the group which is present in which side, the same side we can represent in Fischer projection also. Got the point? Okay. Now we have the product of this particular reaction, and what about this nature? Again this is enantiomer. But again it is a enantiomer. Now let us see the trans isomer undergo anti-addition. Trans isomer undergo anti-addition. The same thing happening. This is a trans isomer. First of all, let us draw the cis isomer. CH3, C2H5, PH, and draw the Fischer projection for this cis isomer. CH3, PH, C2H5, PH, OH. So that will be the product. So this is the product. Is it a mesocommon? No. These two groups are different groups. It is not a mesocommon. Again it is a enantiomer. So in the case of unsymmetrical alkene undergoes syn addition or anti-addition. Always we have the product is enantiomer. That we have to remember. Always we have the product is enantiomer in the case of unsymmetrical alkene. Either undergo syn addition or undergo anti-addition. But you have to study how you have to learn how to identify the product, the correct representation of product. That trick I have given. Suppose if you have a cis isomer, undergo syn addition, directly draw the Fischer projection. Similarly, trans isomer undergo syn addition, directly draw the Fischer projection. Suppose undergo anti-addition. Suppose the isomer is cis, you just convert it into trans isomer and draw the Fischer projection of that trans isomer and represent that. Got the point? Suppose the anti-addition, suppose the reactive species is cis isomer, convert into trans and draw the Fischer projection. Similarly, suppose trans isomer is given, convert it to cis and undergo anti-addition. Got the point? So that you have to learn. The product is important, but remember in the case of symmetrical alkene, cis positive, syn positive, so the product is also positive, that is mesocommon. Cis positive, anti-negative, so the product is positive negative, that is an enantiomer. Trans negative, syn positive, so the product is positive negative, that means it is an enantiomer. Trans negative, anti-negative, so the product is negative, that means it is a mesocommon. It is happening in the case of symmetrical alkene. But in the case of unsymmetrical alkene, always the product is enantiomer itself. But how to identify the product, that is important. So any question, if you have any question, any type of question, you just find where is the cis and trans isomer, and if suppose the syn addition, directly you can draw the Fischer projection. Otherwise, if it is an anti-addition, you just convert cis isomer to trans isomer or trans isomer to cis isomer and draw the Fischer projection. Clear that? Okay. Now, I already said I will give a trick to remember the reaction. So just remember HSBA. Where S indicates syn and A indicate anti. Where H indicate hydrogenation, hydroxylation, hydroboration. H indicate hydrogenation, hydroxylation, hydroboration. These all are undergo syn addition. Hydrogenation, hydroxylation, hydroboration. Where hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen by using palladium or platinum or nickel. Hydroxylation means addition of OH minus. There are different methods, that is dilute KMnO4. Hydroxylation by using dilute KMnO4, alkaline KMnO4, cold KMnO4, osmium tetroxide, dilute KMnO4, alkaline KMnO4, cold KMnO4, osmium tetroxide, etc. undergo hydroxylation through syn addition. But remember, hydroxylation by using hydrogen peroxide, in presence of peroxide, it is an anti-addition. So these all are undergo syn addition. This is a anti-addition. Got it? Okay. Then now BA, what in B indicate bromination. Bromination in the sense halogenation, all halogenation including. So B indicate bromination, bromination in the sense halogenation, any halogen that we can use. Then oxymercuration, demercuration, addition of HBr, Remember in this case, addition of HBr, generally HBr favors anti-addition, but the compounds, that is double bond which is conjugated to aryl group, double bond which is conjugated to aryl group, in these cases HBr, addition of HBr favors syn addition. Remember, this is a specific case. Generally HBr, that is addition of HBr into a double bond undergo anti-addition, but a double bond which is conjugated to aryl group, where HBr is added to in this type of groups, it favors syn addition. Okay. Similarly, bromination in the sense bromine in CCl4, what will be the product? The double bond shifted to 2-bromine atom. But bromine in H2O, what will be the major product? Here Br and here it is OH. That also an important point. Bromine in CCl4, Br2 is added. Bromine in H2O, we have Br and OH minus is. Got that point? Okay. So just remember HSBA, where H indicates hydrogenation, hydroxylation, hydroboration, and S indicates syn addition, B indicates bromination, oxymercuration, demercuration, A indicates anti-addition. So these reactions favors anti-addition and this reaction favors syn addition. And remember, hydrogen peroxide, that is hydroxylation in presence of hydrogen peroxide, hydroxylation in presence of silver, hydroxylation in presence of peracids. What is peracids? CO3H. That is called peracids. So these all are undergo hydroxylation, but these all are undergo anti-addition. Hydroxylation in presence of peroxide, hydroxylation in presence of silver metal, in presence of peracid, etc. favors anti-addition. These all are hydroxylation but favors anti-addition. Generally hydroxylation by using KMnO4 or cold KMnO4 or alkaline KMnO4 or osmium tetroxide. General cases, in that all cases it favors syn addition. I hope you all got idea. If you have any doubt, please comment on comment box. If you like this video, please share and support. Today let us wind up. Thank you.